Okay, this one's a comment back for Peter Dutton about the renewables, and this one's mostly about the power lines. His comment about the power lines and going through the national park. Now I've got to comment back on this because I see that as a cheap shot, and I'm getting sick of cheap shots. And if everyone keeps using cheap shots, we're never going to get to the real shots that need to be said and done, not using cheap shots. So when it comes to the power lines and the renewables, well, power lines need to be replaced at the moment anyway. There's not too many good ones around, so you don't add up all of them. It might only be a quarter of the power lines that are up at the moment that are actually brand new and in good condition, as you can say. That is, you go, oh, we only just put them up and it's a bit of a waste. But the rest of them more likely need to be replaced anyway. And when you go to replace them, if you got to go better, and when it comes to doing right for the environment, as you say, the national park, it's best to put them underground because it'll be more costly, but it'll save a lot of money and a lot of maintenance and a lot of weather storms. Just think of go bigger and all that kind of stuff that will come. And we're apparently getting more worse ones, or we're saying it. So it's better off to start a new grid. And if you start a new grid, you might as well do some more power lines. Right? That shouldn't be a big issue. It's going to happen anyway with a new or an old one, sooner or later. So sooner the better. So when you put power lines under the ground, you won't need road access roads and all that and maintenance as much, and chopping down trees. So the power lines that go through parks now, and they do, what happened there, Peter Dutton? They chopped down all these trees and they're permanently gone. And when it comes to these ones, we can have a little small road. Because it just has to need to access the ground a bit, if you need to, for where the line is. And if we want, when it comes to national parks, and then we can start to show that they don't really need to be repaired, right? We don't even need a road. We'll make it a footpath to get there, and then if you need to get there, we'll make a road there. But you shouldn't have to do that very often, as these lines shouldn't be repaired very often, you see? And so all the trees and everything can grow right up and even over the line, right? And of course you can trim them when you need to if the lines ever do get damaged. Now the only way the lines are really going to get damaged, and they're only rare cases, is earthquakes. It would be the only threat that I can think of, mostly. Besides the materials rusting away and need replacing. So if you want to save money in the long run, you try to use the best materials, because then all you have to do most of the time, and if you seal it right and all that kind of thing, you can make materials last even longer. And all you have to do is fix the tears every now and then in major earthquakes. And if you make the line stretchable, it'll get through most things, won't it? So please let me know, Peter Dutton, about what I just said. Hope I didn't hurt any feelings. Sometimes it's just not educated. Sometimes you're angry. Sometimes you want to chuck out cheap shots when you're angry. Right? But it doesn't mean you should, because the job that you're in now, you're not a police officer, you're not in any other work job where your decision is not a really big deal. Your decision is now for everybody, not just a town or a house. Anyway, have a good one, everybody, and bye-bye.